Good morning, evening, and afternoon, and welcome to part 38 of Aokana, Ao no Kanata no fōRizumu. Last time we had, for the last two episodes, I should say, we've had a lot of beach, in a sense. The first beach part was interesting because it focused on training, safety, and learning what to do if something would happen above the sea. There was a lot of here and there's in terms of the dialogue that was used, but it was alright. Then we ended up having what you could consider a beach episode. That part ended alright. Okay. Then we went on back to the club room, where they were discussing what to do next before the main tournament, which is going to come up soon. And that was to do practice matches between each other, see where they'd go wrong and where to improve after that. So they decided to do a round robin style practice, and they all went up against each other. And for the seconds, there was Mashiro and Aoi. I've said it multiple times, but it feels a bit weird having them just skip so much stuff sometimes, then just explaining it afterwards. As I mentioned last time, was the show don't tell type thing. But the way they explained it was alright. I didn't mind it too much, so that was fun. But what we did get to learn was the kind of rankings in the club right now. We currently have Misaki on top, Shion second, Mashiro third, and then Asuka fourth. That was in terms of the winnings. But surprisingly enough, from what I think Aoi said it, or no, Mashiro said it, but I don't know if Aoi said it as well, but how Shion could potentially actually win the whole thing. And that to me was actually quite a surprise. To me, he's like a pitcher in baseball who can only throw straight balls. In a sense, it could work, but a batter can easily read that and hit it out. So with his simple muscle usage of going straight speed and everything like that, to me, it's obviously that's the thing. We only know from what they've said. We haven't seen his movements, flight style firsthand. So I don't know how else he flies using such a speed, you know? He seems like a straightforward type of person who just goes, who wouldn't use feints and things like that. Obviously he could, but again, we don't know. Anyway, Misaki is interesting. Because now, ever since the introduction to the new character, I'm actually starting to lean more towards their character being the rival in the past. But then Misaki becomes a real enigmatic character, because, I don't know if I'm using that correctly, but we don't know about her past, why she is so good at flying circus. And I can't really say that. I was going to say something about how her reasonings for flying circus. Because in the beginning she only joined it to make fun of Mashiro and see, because it looked fun and interesting. But putting this much effort into it doesn't seem to be the same thing anymore. Mashiro, I mentioned it also a few times was they should have mentioned Mashiro's flight style. They should have changed it a lot long ago. Because now it's coming back to hurt her in terms of her performance. Mashiro, in a sense, is the weakest in the group, but of course, as they mentioned, Asuka still has inexperience and worries now and then. So in a sense, it's a ragtag bunch. And it's going to be interesting to see how they perform in the tournament. That's saying I don't think we'll be jumping straight into it. I'm sure we're still going to have a bit of time before then. So let's take a look. We're done with practice matches for now. I was expecting a little bit more talking after this. I don't know if this is going to skip the day. All that's left is one last bit of training. Tension, anticipation, and a hint of uneasiness color my mind. As I stand here, staring at a vast blue sky. I get a little sentimental. The summer tournament, where all our hard work will finally be put to the test, is upon us.
空気が湿ってきたね、佐藤君。
砂糖いいんですわ。
梅雨だから仕方ないけど、みんなの士気にも影響するね、佐藤君。
He's doing it on purpose.
砂糖いいんですわ。それはそうと部長、こんな話をご存知ですか？
Is this referring to that other school?
なんだい？
梅雨の語源です。江戸の末期、雨水を湾にため、梅肉を溶いてそうめんのつゆにする遊びが流行ったんですの。それで。
Okay, I'm quite surprised by that. Now, how will Shindo take this?
それ嘘だよ。
Yeah. So here he just says, それで、sorry.
それ嘘だよ。
Yeah, それ、嘘だよ。Which is more like, that is a lie.
梅の咲く頃に降るからとか諸説あるけど、今佐藤君が言ったのはデマだよ。誰かに担がれたんだね。
I don't know if she's gonna hold a grudge for that, because it is quite embarrassing.
部長、準備できました。
ああ、今行く。じゃあ佐藤君も来てね。それじゃ。
Yeah.
こんな計略卑怯ですわ。日向雅也、覚えてなさい。
Oh, got one more person to worry about, it seems. Okay.
ついに迎えた夏の大会。少女たちはそれぞれの思いを込め、
Just
空に
unmuted
躍動する。
myself.
次々と現れるライバル
But
た
yeah,
ち。そして
so this is
彼らとの
the end
戦
of
い
this
の果てに
chapter.
衝撃の
The chapter
展開
starting.
が待ち受けていた。次回、青の彼方のフォーリズム
I'm just
第
waiting
6
for
話
the thing to end
決戦、
because
そして彼方の向こうに何かが見える。
I'm not even looking at the chapter name, just in case. Is it done? Yep, okay. So is the tournament already? It looks like it, and I'm quite surprised. Okay, Asuka rushes toward the venue with a spring in her step.
なんだかすごいですね。本当に大会です。
Okay, so it's not a real tournament? Yeah, that's because we are. Okay, so it is.
はい、大変です。これから始まるのはきっと本当の大会です。きっとじゃなくて絶対にそうだと思いますよ。アスカはテンション上がってるな。上がってます。こういう時 なんて言えばいいんでしょうか。その上げでしょうか。
We're not sitting down for a meal here. Comparing it to the feeling of flying for the first time would have worked, right?
ロマンチック。マサヤはロマンチック。
What's that supposed to mean? I just said something that's totally normal. Honestly, it was kind of corny, but it still wasn't all that weird.
はいはい、みんな落ち着くように。こんな時間からそんなにテンション上げてたら熱中症でぶっ倒れるぞ。
大丈夫です。熱中症対策グッズはバッチリ。
そういうのに頼らなくてもいい状態でいなきゃダメなんだぞ。熱中症になったら即刻危険だ。なりかけだって危険だからな。
Interesting.
熱中症は危険だから危険ってことですね。
ここまで来て危険なんて虚しいだろ。みんなちゃんと気をつけるように。
会心のダジャレを完璧に無視された。
だいたい直前にコンディションを崩したらバカバカしいからな。
はーい。
じゃあ私は大会参加の手続きとかをしてくるから変に暴れたりしないように。
You don't have to tell me twice. Aokana stops in her tracks as she begins to walk away.
そうそう、当日発表のトーナメント表が出てるはずだから確認しておけよ。
So, yeah, this is a tournament bracket style. So now I'm thinking it should not be team-based, but individual-based, but I don't know how they're going to do it. Because, wait, no, it could be team-based. Because let's say it's 5 versus 5, although this team only has 4 members. So let's just say it's 4 versus 4. Can't really have that because if 2 people win and 2 people lose, then what? One person has to go again? I don't know. It could work as a team-based, but I feel like it's better as an individual because they did say about how Shion could win it all. So that does signify that it's individual-based. Got it.
マサヤ、あとは頼んだぞ。
Iron heads over to toward a large tent after saying that. Must be the management area. And when I look over to the rest of the club, I see Mashiro looking around nervously.
私たち早めに来たはずなのに、もう結構人が集まってますね。
Students from all the different schools in Shito City can be seen chatting it up on the beach.
年齢的に明らかに参加者じゃない人もいるね。かといって
これから大きくなるって言われているスポーツだからな。いろんな人が絡んでるんだ。スポーツ会社やテレビ関係の人も来てるらしいぞ。
テレビ？
So yeah, they use TV, meaning news reporters. Journalists, I don't think is the right word. Of course, it is pretty close, but journalist to me is more, well, in my opinion, is more towards. Maybe I'm wrong. I was gonna say more towards like newspapers and article type of news, whereas if it was for television, it would be more like reporters in a sense, would it not? Anyway. 今テレビの話をしてたっすか？Also comes running over from God knows where. And she squeezes a hole when she bumps into Mashiro.
みのりも来てたんだ。当然、こういう大会に顔を出すのが放送部の仕事だもん。それに グフフフグフフフ。
Wow, that sounds real gross.
その様子だと何か激しくいいことがあったのかな。その通り。
Wait, you turn all gross when good things happen? Sounds rough. Which way is how to do this? Two kanji I do not recognize, unfortunately.
実はこの大会はテレビ放送が決定してるんすよ。
Live.
そうなの？それは危険だ。私がテレビに映ったらみんなのアイドルになっちゃうかもだよね。
Cocky much?
今日最後にもう普通の生活はできないのかも。どうしよう。そんなのは私が許しません。先輩の顔にモザイクを入れるようにお願いします。私の顔が卑猥になったみたいでやだなそれ。どこで放送されるんですか？首都地方のみで放送されてるケーブルテレビの首都チャンネルっす。
And then it just becomes a small local TV network. Not what you would expect.
首都チャンネル？
So small that even people from Shito don't even know. That exists?
私は知らないけど。私も知らないな。それって本当にやってるの？やってるってば、毎日放送中だよ。
So, Mainichi?
やってるってば、毎日放送中だよ。
Okay, yeah. So she's saying here that they are broadcasting every day. Oh, does he not? Praises glints suggestively. Suggestively? You know it, Prez?
変に荒い感じのプロとは思えない映像で地元の小学校の卒業式の模様などを繰り返し流し続けているあれか？
それっすそれ。
That sounds pretty damn sketchy. Wait, why were you even watching that?
ケーブルテレビをザッピングしてたらたまたま見つけて、あまりにもどうでもいい映像の連続で逆に気になったな。見てると頭の中が真っ白になっていくのが気持ちいいんだ。
I can actually understand that a bit. Yeah, sometimes just have a video on and just go with it without even thinking about it too much.
ああ、兄ちゃんが時々呆然とした顔で見てるとこか。島のお祭りの様子を5時間くらい永遠と流してたりするよね。
編集が面倒で大嫌いだから撮ったらそのまま垂れ流すぜという制作者の熱い心意気が見えて俺は好きだ。
And since I also like that type of thing, that's why I don't edit mine at all as well. I just start to finish the whole thing unedited. Well, depending if something shows or if there are some technical issues that have to be taken out. But yeah, basically you're saying it's a super sloppy TV channel.
そんなとこで放送か。
Yeah, not what you'd expect, or not what you had expected. So your dreams of an idol are gone.
いやいや、評判が良かったら地上波で深夜に放送する可能性も少しだけあるって話っすよ。
Wow, so the best we can hope for is a small segment in the dead of the night.
不必要にテンションが落ちてきちゃったな。落ちないでくださいっす。こんなことでテンションが落ちるくらいなら最初から聞かなければよかったかも。ちゃんと話を最後まで聞いてよ。決勝戦の実況は私が担当することになったんだから。 そうなの？すごいんだよね。疑問に思わないで、すごいんだから。これをプロ野球選手の奥さんへの野望の第一歩に。
Wow, that is quite funny, honestly, because they just announced Shohei Ohtani, professional baseball player from Japan, just recently announced he is married or got married or is planning on marrying. I don't know. From a few places I've seen it's all over the place, but that is quite similar to that. But interesting dream. Okay. Wow, baseball player. If that's the first step, your dream will never come true.
とにかく私が実況するんすから、皆さんも決勝まで残ってくださいっすよ。わかりました。残ります。お？アスカ頼もしい。そのくらいのつもりで頑張らないと1回戦も勝てないような気がしたんです。まあ目標は高い方がいいもんね。
Yeah, I'm thinking now as well that because it's a bracket style, whoever you go up against the first round can be anybody. It could be an inexperienced Skywalker, it could be Shindo, it could be one of the best Skywalkers. It's not like a game where you were possibly ranked with your similar skill level. Obviously that's not the same case as well, since people don't do that, but anyway.
それじゃあ私は準備があるっすので、皆さん頑張ってくださいっす。頑張れみのり。頑張るぜ。
I gotta say though, that these types of characters are actually quite nice. The ones that just add a bit of laughter, a bit of comedy to the... It wasn't really tense, but the type of atmosphere. It reminds me of two other characters on the top of my head. One was Sora from the 9 series. She had nice, funny moments and back and forth conversations, which helped certain atmospheres in a sense. Another one, just because I was recently talking about it, Chinami from Hoshizora no Momoria. Obviously, the character was annoying, but it did have its funny moments, which helped the earlier part of the story. I can't fully recall the middle or end, but the beginning I remembered was quite funny when I first read it. After saying that, she waves to us excitedly, then cheerfully runs off down the beach.
一応テレビ映りを気にして化粧とかしておいた方がいいかな。
Nah, there's no need.
それって私がすっぴんでも可愛いから？
That's one way to take it. That's not what I meant.
私はお化粧した方がいいでしょうか？
Look, I'm just trying to say you should forget about all that and focus on your matches.
でも、もし映るかもと考えたら少しでも可愛くありたいですよね。そっちの方が試合でもやる気が出るというか。そうそう、マサヤは乙女心知らずなんだからな。
Whatever. Let's just go check out the bracket. You wanna know who you're up against, right?
はい、気になります。
Oh, she's excited. The tournament brackets only made public on the day, so we've got no clue who anyone's facing right now. That's interesting, because I've seen a lot of sports, anime, manga, and other things as well. Normally they do that type of thing quite a bit earlier. But again, that's in anime and manga, so obviously it's not exactly true. I'm trying to think in regards to sports I know and real life, as well as from my school days, but don't think. Nah. Okay.
1回戦から強い人じゃなければいいな。
Now I'm actually quite curious who's gonna get Shindo, who's gonna get SunaeVN, and who's gonna get that mysterious character. I'm pretty sure they don't have it so that it's easier to fight your school in a sense. Obviously, with a large school like Fujisaki, Shindo's school, Rika's school. I forgot about Rika as well. That's how small we have seen her. Completely forgot about Rika. I wonder who's gonna fight Rika as well. But anyway, with Rika's school being with so many members, you're bound to fight against someone in your school. So, but I wonder who's gonna fight against her. It'll be interesting.
ですよね。私の名前はどこかしらと。
It would be pretty sad if Shiko's gonna Shindo. Mashiro suddenly jukes up like a startled cat. Guess she found her name.
どうした？
私、何か悪いことしましたか？
Mashiro points to a particular section of the bracket. She says that.
やっちゃったね、マシロ。
日頃の行いが悪いせいでしょうか。
I mean, that makes zero sense. Have you even done anything bad lately?
じゃあ、どうしてこんなことになったんですか？前世の行いのせいですか？
The only thing other thing I can think of is it's either Shindo, because obviously they know he's strong, or it's against Misaki, but I don't think that's the case. Madoka hugs Mashiro from behind in an attempt to comfort her. I mean, if it is Shindo, that is quite disheartening to find that you're up against that, but obviously someone's got to end up against him, so.
運が悪かったんだからしょうがないってば。悪すぎますってば。どうして私の1回戦の相手が佐藤院さんなんですか？
Okay, so it wasn't Shindo, but I mean, yeah, sure. SunaeVN-san is the vice president of the Flying Circus Club, so obviously she can be seen as second best. But yeah, okay. I'm trying to think of how that match will go. Obviously, SunaeVN-san would win, but wait, was SunaeVN? I can't remember her fly style. I think it was a speeder. Can't recall. Well, there's probably at least a chance you can steal a win. Maybe. Yeah.
コーチの立場だから本音を言えないというのが丸分かりなんです。どうせ言うならもっと力強く言ってください。
You've got a chance. Probably. Yeah.
こんなに目の濁った人を見たことがない。
しょうがないって2億回すれば1回くらい勝てるかもしれないよ。
That is a large chance.
可能性が低すぎます。
その1回を今日持ってくればいいだけだって。
美咲先輩がそう言うなら持ってきます。
Wow, you guys have a lot of faith in each other. But that's supposed to be your job as well. Maybe Misaki should take over as Mashiro's second. Then again, I doubt she'd ever offer any useful advice.
私の運もなかなか悪いかな。そうなんですか？一回戦の人って。
Again, the only other person that would warrant that is Shindo, but Rika, interesting. That's a match I want to see. I'm pretty sure Rika was a speeder. Speeder fighter fights. Ichinose, huh?
あの子とはあんまり試合をしたくないな。さらにその右隣の人がね。
Is her side of the bracket got Shindo?
右隣？
Or is it Asuka? Yeah. Kazunari Shindo. Well, shit.
ありゃりゃ、ご愁傷様。
So, from what I can gather from what they're saying is after Rika, she'll be fighting against Shindo. So it's two tough battles right at the start.
まさか2回戦で当たっちゃうなんてな。というか、高藤の生徒同士がこんな近くに配置されてるの変じゃない？
I would say yes, but as mentioned before, Takafuji was the name. They've got a lot of members in their school, so they're bound to fight against each other soon.
1回戦で同じ学園の生徒は当たらないということ以外はシードとかなしで完全にランダムで決めるみたいだよ。
Okay. This is a pretty new tournament series, which probably means they haven't ironed out all the issues yet. Hey, this might be a good thing. Your stamina's terrible, and you'd have to face him at some point to get a shot at the title, so you might as well get it over with now. I mean, that is a good way of looking at it.
前向きな発想だにゃ。
Then Nya came out of nowhere. Come on, you've got to admit I have a point. Second round means you'll face him first thing tomorrow. Better the second round than the third.
はいはい、頑張りますよ。
大丈夫です。美咲先輩なら勝てます。私信じてますから。
真っ白に信じられてもな。
私以外の信用なんて無価値だってことにそろそろ気づいてください。
気づけそうにないな。私は美咲ちゃんの側です。1回戦は改良学園の1年生ですね。
Kairo. I wonder if that's either the silverhead or her attendant. Oh, you know, I completely forgot about another school. It's completely scared me since we've only seen them once. I can't remember what they used in the Japanese name for it again, but the English was Tani. I forgot about her name, unfortunately, but her and her senpai are also flying circus. I completely forgot about them as well. I don't know what school they are. I don't think it's Kairyo. Be interesting to see. But I wonder if her first opponent is that. If it is, I don't think she's gonna win. It'll be interesting to see.
おお、それ運いいよ。改良はあんまり強くないからね。それに2回戦の相手だってどっちが上がっても強くなさそう。
They might be unknown to them, but we might know them, which isn't a good thing. And in the third round, you'd have to face Misaki, Ichinose, or Shindo. Oh, yeah, also pretty tough.
そこまでいけるかどうかわかりませんけど、頑張ります。 もしですよ、もし私も美咲ちゃんも勝ち進んで戦うことになったら、セコンドはどうなるんですか？その時は私が愛で美咲先輩をフォローします。
Yeah, no.
その愛はハンデだな。そんなことありません。
There's only 1 second when two people from the same school face each other. Both players can hear everything basically. Interesting. I don't really agree with that, since it's not going to help either player. It forces hesitation and confusion, and could lead to problems in the sky.
それでは作戦指示がバレてしまいませんか？
The second only relays positional information in those matches. In other words, you're on your own. Okay, sure. But the same thing, positional information still lets the other team know that they know where you are in a sense.
まあ同じ学園なのにセコンドの差で負けちゃったら釈然としないとこあるかもしれないからね。
That does make sense.
なるほど、そういうことになってたんですか。
There's no hard and fast rule about that, but it's standard practice. A student from a different school can technically fill in if both players are fine with it, but that never happens. Not that that's even important right now.
で、兄ちゃんは？
And Shion has...
俺は改良の2年生だな。
Okay. Second year from Kairio. I'm just thinking now. I'm trying to figure out which year that silver head girl is. I can only guess a first year, honestly, a freshman. But even if she is a second year as well, she'll either fight against Asuka or Shion. Actually, I kind of think it's Shion. And I think I have a reason why they have it like this. Shion is considered to be one of the strongest members in the Flying Circus Club right now, in their club. And if he goes against a person from a weak school and then loses badly, from what we gathered from how strong that person is, or what girl is, that just sends warning signs to everybody that how can this happen? It'll be a shock event in a sense. It's a lot more shocking than if Asuka were to lose against her in a sense. So that's why I think that she's second year. It'll be interesting to see that.
乾咲か。聞いたことない選手だからあんまり強くないと思うけど。
I think I mentioned before, but I don't think we got the Silverhead girl's name. And from what we gathered, she doesn't seem to be fully Japanese. Well, she's Japanese, but more like her parents, or she might be half in a sense. And normally, if most characters in this type of media is if they're half, they normally have either one or two names that aren't Japanese. So I don't think this is her, but I'm not too sure. But unlike the other characters, or unlike the other Kairio Skywalker, don't know what I should say. They didn't name her, but only named this character, so it's a lot more important. Wrong button. Praise flexes after hearing that.
相手が誰だろうがこの筋肉でぶっちぎってやるだけだからな。
You better. That's about the only real weapon in your arsenal. Take a deep breath, then exhale, and then turn it toward everyone. I need to give a speech here. Sorry, my whole reading of this was just out of the window. I take a deep breath, then exhale, and turn toward everyone. I need to give a speech here. Oh. I feel like I've seen him before, but I don't know. It's finally time to show the fruits of your labor. I'll do everything in my power to help you win, so... But yeah, this type of face, type of thing, is quite common, I should say, in Japanese. Mainly because it uses hiragana to create the face. It's just he, no. This one always gets me. It's either mo or ki, but I'm not too sure. Huh? I thought I've seen him somewhere, but I don't think that's the case. I think he's a new character. What kind of thief would be dumb enough to wear something that flashy? Besides, there's no bank on this beach.
ということは何なんだろう。想像の限界を超えてきましたね。ここにいるんですから、選手の可能性が高いのでは?
The first thing that I had an eye on was what he was wearing. Looked like a uniform that was similar to Shion's. So, yes.
覆面選手?
That just made her excited.
覆面スカイウォーカーがかっこいいな。
It would be if it wasn't for that type of mask. Does it?
敵か味方か.
Obviously foe. FC's solo sports, so no one's ever your friend.
はあ、人にはいろんな人がいるんですね。覆面スカイウォーカーを見たのは死闘で生まれ育った私も初めての経験ですけどね。そういうとこで人を理解しようとしてほしくないな。
I spent a lot of time researching players from different schools, but I never heard of anything about someone wearing a mask.
やあ、おはよう。
Shirase.
あ、白瀬さん、おはようございます。
Of course, he would be here though. It would help for advertising, sponsorships, promoting, all the same words. And obviously, he's not just here for the school. He's obviously going around to other schools who he has connections with.
おはようございます。
青柳くん、大会に向けて仕上げてきたね。大胸筋がキュッとなって実践的なキレがありそうだね。
白瀬さんのアドバイスに従ったまでのこと。どうです？服飾品、指でなぞってみますか？
いいね。
Maybe don't do that in public.
マサヤには青柳くんの筋肉が卑猥に見えるのかい？
For some reason, I'm hearing Shindo here. I wonder if that's the same voice actor. I'll have to look up that just now.
ひなたもそろそろこっちの世界に来たらどうだ?
Yeah, I'd rather not. More importantly, did you see the masked Skywalker who just walked by?
覆面？
隠 昔みたいな覆面をした人がそこを通ったんです。
いや見なかったな。見なかった。そんなことする選手がいるのか。へえ、面白いこと考える選手がいるんだね。
So in my opinion, that makes him the person who came up with that idea. Interesting. I wonder what his connection with that person is then.
何か知ってるんですか？
If I didn't hear a man's voice behind the mask, or it looked like a man, I would have actually thought it was his sister, only because she is extremely shy and type of thing, and always worried about, from what I can tell, what people think of her. So a person wearing a mask wouldn't have to worry about that type of thing. That's that. But of course it's not. It is a guy, and I have no idea.
いやいや、知るわけないだろ。初耳だよ。へえ、覆面ね。
ルール的にどうなんです？反則っぽくありませんか？
In a sense, I can see that mainly because it's the same thing with how you move with your body. You can gauge how the person will move with their body. The same thing with the person's face. If you can see their face, you can see where they're looking, how they're possibly going to act, and things like that. If it's hidden, then, but I don't know.
覆面をかぶっても視界が狭くなるだけで有利になることはないから、わざわざルールで禁止したりはしてないと思うけどね。
テレビ受けとか狙ったのかな？単純に顔を見られるのが恥ずかしいとかかも。顔を見られると恥ずかしくて実力を発揮できないとか。覆面をかぶった方が恥ずかしいと思いますけど。
That is true.
でも顔を見られるだけで緊張しちゃうって人はいるよ。
That's why originally I did think it was the sister, but of course not.
相手に表情を読み取られると不利になるからね。覆面をすることでそういうとこをカバーしてるのかもね。とにかく反則ではないはずだよ。
She's really trying to push it. How is he so familiar with those rules? Does he actually know something? Yeah, it makes me feel like he actually studied the rules just to make sure that what he was doing wasn't against him. Well, no point thinking about it now, since we'll get to see them in action once the tournament starts. Say, what are you doing here? Shirase-san? To me that was quite obvious, but...
大会の運営に関わっているんですか？
少しは関係してるけどね。でも主な目的は出店を出すこと。大会の記念 T シャツやタオルなんかを売ってる。
Yeah, I was close, but I didn't expect him to literally just sell souvenirs.
せっかくですから T シャツは買っておきたいです。
それでは向こうの駐車場でスポーツショップしらせの出店があるからよろしくお願いするよ。
買っても着る機会がなさそうだけどね。
Does stuff like that actually sell? Well, depending on what is being merchandised, I guess you could say.
タオルとかの小物は持ってくるのを忘れてきた選手が買ってくれるよ。あと熱中症対策グッズとかもよく出るね。
Oh, Maruka?
うちの部は私がバッチリ準備してるけど、そういうのをうっかり忘れる人はいそうですね。
熱中症は選手より観客に多いかもね。あと競技用のグラシもそれなりに売れるよ。
え？グラシが売れるんですか？
I doubt he's talking about players.
選手は買わないよ。この大会は観光客も結構来るからね。中には自分もやってみたいと思う人もいるんだ。そういう方々へスターターキットを売るわけ。
Yeah. So I was originally going to go a little bit longer, but of course this is going to be a long day, so it's going to go on and on and on. But yeah, it's an interesting start to the tournament. We've got a few. We know who's going to go up against who for now in the first round. Mashiro is going against SunaeVN. Misaki is up against freshman from, or first year from Kairyō school. Oh no, it was Rika. Yeah, it was against Rika, sorry. It's Asuka who's against the first year. So Misaki is against Rika, which is something I want to watch. Actually, I want to watch all of them actually. Asuka is against the first year, and then Shion is against the second year. I can't remember what school Tani and her senpai are from. If it's also from Kairyō, then that does make sense. There'll be four members from a school, same as this school, as well as 3 members from Fujisaki. Then Misaki is possibly going to end up against Shindo, and then I think Asuka will be. I don't know if Asuka will get to the 3rd round, but we'll have to see. But if she does, then I think Asuka's going to go up against Shindo. I honestly don't think Shindo's going to lose out on in the 2nd round. It's going to be a tough battle, I'm sure, but I don't think she will. And of course, I'm sure SunaeVN will win against Mashiro. I mean, SunaeVN even won against Shindo, so, Shion, so I always get those two mixed up. SunaeVN even won against Shion during that one earliest match we saw. So yeah. It's interesting. And then we have that mysterious character. I have no idea who that is. I wonder if that is the freshman. The first year from Kairyō. I wonder if that is actually just one character from Kairyō, I should say. Because so far we know of 3 schools. And so I think Tanya and her senpai are possibly from Kairyō because we probably mentioned, but we don't know about a 4th school yet. Obviously there are a lot of schools, so anyway, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time.